Society. You're a Guide Shield winner as well for the Don Bosco. You played for one of the colleges known for its two C's, Commerce and Cricket, the Podar College. Sir, if you could just tell us your journey in the streets, in the gullies, in the societies at Mahim, which will inspire this generation of tennis ball cricketers to reach where you eventually reached.
I think I started very late, playing actually with the red ball. I started in Don Bosco when I was 12 or 13 years of age. So that's late in today's age. But I played tennis ball cricket from the age of 8, 9, 10 in the colony, in the gullies outside where there would be competition. In Navjivan, you would have one section, you had Palmlands where all the passes were. Then you had on the other side of the road, you had a totally different crowd. You had Marinagar at the back, you had the Dargah area, and there would be competitions where 5-6 teams would come. And just like Sumit, there will be one or two professionals on a Saturday and Sunday who will make a fortune. They'll go, they'll go for 2 hours here, 2 hours here, 2 hours here, and they're pros. They'll play for these teams at a price, and it was fascinating. And like Sumit said, there would be crowds. People would come, they would identify. This guy is, and they would know his strengths also. This moment a certain player would come, there would be a huge roar because they know there'll be some patakra, some few shots being played. So you grew up, you would go practice in the morning in school at Azad Maidan, at Cross Maidan. When you went home after school at 5, then the mahal starts, where some, all gather together and then the tennis ball game starts. So sometimes you think the whole day you moved around the city, through trains, through buses. Like I would go in the morning from Mahim to VT, Mahim to Churchgate, then VT to King Circle, and then come back home. If that was not available, the 314 would take me to Bosco's. 90 would bring me to Electric House. So, we come up from this thing. But the biggest thrill would be from 5 to 7. And then your parents would come and father would come with a stick now, get in, start studying. But those were the fun days, and I think this will give the opportunity to a lot of this young talent. Sumit was absolutely right. Because once this is televised, once this is on a platform, the number of people that will be watching it around the country will not be funny. It will captivate its own audience. It will make its own audience, which will give the exposure to these players, to go places. Like you mentioned, jobs, it could be something else. They could be brand ambassadors for a lot of other things. And basically, an opportunity to showcase their talent.
Ravi sir, just to take that conversation ahead, you in your speech just now mentioned about one word, street smart, where when you were playing underarm cricket, the one declared or two declared or driving through that inside out. How much did it shape the tennis ball cricket? How much did it shape you as an all-rounder?
Oh, tremendous! Because to be street smart means you think on your feet. You have to think quick. When something's coming at you and giving you just 0.5 seconds to play, your thought process has to be very clear. And the best players in the world are the players who think clearly, in the most difficult situations. And here in tennis ball cricket, things happen very quick. The underarm stuff from 15 yards, you might have played Roberts, Holding, Marshall, Garner, but tikkadna aisa danda lena, मार पड़ना पड़ना, you won't even know कहाँ से गया ball किधर फिर गया, because what they do with their hands is something unreal, and that can be used even in this thing. So you see a lot of deliveries today, especially when you see cricketers, spinners from Afghanistan, and you see Rashid, Noor bowling. They must have played a lot of tennis ball cricket to get the strong fingers and to release the ball and get that much stuff on it. Is tremendous. A lot of players in the subcontinent, you tape a tennis ball on one side so that it becomes heavier, and you see reverse. So, you can see which side is heavier, that the ball might tail in that direction as opposed to this thing. So you learn those skills early, and it's just about going to a bigger platform and implementing there as well.
It's absolutely, what a wonderful thought that is from Ravi sir. Can we have a big round of applause for that thought? Where he said that yes, you may face Garner, Roberts, Holding, but that ball that comes fast underarm in box cricket is something that will test you and make you a street smart cricketer. So we'll continue the chat, but we'll just change strike.